This will be my third reading for Summer Moon Utah Wells. And this reading was once again highly requested. People have been asking me to channel Summer Wells once again and see if there are any updates. And so, of course, I decided that I would wait and see if the energy of summer started to pull on my energy and my attention. And sure enough, it has. So in this particular reading, I kind of want to look into this speculation that some people have that it's possible that Summer Wells was sold to someone else. And the reason for this speculation is due to a video that was, I believe it was put up on TikTok by Summer's mother the day before she went missing. I also wanted to share with you an article that I had found on thesun.com regarding the possible sale of Summer Wells. In the article I found titled Summer Wells Sleuths Spot Mom Posted Video of Girl 5 dancing in front of for sale sign the day before she vanished. And within the article, it states that speculation continues to circulate. And in a video recently posted to TikTok, sleuths following the case claim a video captured and uploaded by Candace Bly in June of 2021 could hint that Summer was trafficked. The video, which was apparently uploaded on social media shortly before Summer vanished, shows her dancing in the rain in front of a red barrel that has the word for sale written in white capital letters. It's unclear specifically when or where the video was uploaded by Bly, though the TikToker resharing the clip, Jenna Lynn, claims it was taken on June 14th, the day before Summer's disappearance. All right, so just to give a little rundown, Summer Wells disappeared from her family home on June 15th, 2021. So this month marks her third year being missing. So I'm going to go ahead and light this candle in honor of the energy of Summer Moon Utah Wells. And while this candle remains lit, I will be making myself a channel for the energy of Summer Wells to come through. All right. I ask that the highest vibrations of light and love connect to my highest self and release all previous programming and unwanted energies, so that I can be a clear channel for the energy of Summer Moon Utah Wells to come through. And while this candle is lit, I will be her channel for her energy to come through to tell her story of what really happened to her when she disappeared in June of 2021. Summer Wells, I ask you to come forward while I light this candle and let us know what happened to you and give us any updates on your case. All right. This is my third time channeling Summer Wells, so I'm just going to start by shuffling this murder mystery deck a few times. I'm going to give it 3 shuffles, cut the deck, and draw a card, and I will repeat that 3 times with this deck. Victim stalked by a killer. And if you watch the first couple of channeled readings, this stalking energy has actually come up multiple times. So someone definitely had their eyes on Summer Wells. All right, Summer, I'm going to shuffle again and draw another. The killer is out of the area. Now, this is a murder mystery deck, so it could just be the kidnapper or the person who took her or stalked her. But evidently, this person is no longer in the area of her home in Rogersville, Tennessee. All right. Let's get one more, Summer. One more card from this deck. Killer or stalker / kidnapper may have an item belonging to the victim. Of course, they would. All right. So that's what we got out of the first deck here. And I'm not going to go into as much the tarot. I did bring my Rider-Waite deck over in case I need it for any kind of clarity throughout the reading. But I think in general, we're just going to be using this very large deck of cards here. The True Crime and Conspiracy deck. I'm going to split it into like 3 different piles. And we'll go from there. But I want to shuffle them a little bit first. All right, Summer. What can you tell us about what happened to you when you disappeared? We have the Witness card as the first card that came out. I did always find it strange that Summer's mother, grandmother, as well as her brothers were all present in the home when she went missing. Ooh, and then we got the meeting card. I wonder if there was a meetup of some kind. We know there was kind of a meetup earlier that day when they went swimming. Okay. Wow. Okay. So we got this body double deep fake. And to be honest, earlier when I was looking up photos of Summer Wells, this time I decided to put more photos of her with the short hair because they had cut off her hair. And earlier, while I was looking at those photos, I kept getting this feeling that it was like to create a body double almost. It was to make Summer look like a boy instead of a girl. That way, when people were looking for Summer Wells, the female, they might be confused if they actually saw her with the short hair. All right. Then we got JE and mental health. So definitely something strange going on here. These cards, JE and mental health, came out with the body double deep fake card. I do feel as though the parents, the grandparents, really the whole family with that mental health card, I feel as though they kind of have like, not to be, I'm not trying to be rude or anything, but I do feel like they have kind of a lower IQ than your average person. And, you know, with JE being there as well, this could definitely be indicating some type of traffic took place, if you know what I mean. Think of that video, the for sale, right? Okay, Summer, what else can you tell us about what happened to you? Too many just flipped over. Let's start that again. Summer, what else can you tell us about? Okay, I just dropped too many again, but I was drawn to this top card. It said male. I'm putting it back in the deck though. I like to get 5 or less, and that was too many again. So, but the one that stands out, or that is on top of this stack, Sold Soul. I'm putting it back in. I'm going to go to the next part of this deck because I feel like that one's not working for me at this time. All right, Summer, what else can you tell us? Whoa. We already got this once in, I think, the last reading of Summer Wells. There's definitely this sense of being watched, especially like on the internet, right? With this microchip card. And it came out with Illuminati Hub, which I find to be very interesting, especially that the fact that the word Illuminati is kind of like a word that we use to describe some type of secret group of people, right? So with these two coming up, I do feel like a secret type of group of people were watching Summer online, possibly looking at her for sale video, right? Let's see what else we can get here. Oh my gosh. Okay. We got aliens and gaslighting. The alien card, if you've been watching me, you know that I usually read this. If we're not talking about aliens themselves, this is definitely a card of mind control. Because, especially when that came out with the gaslighting card. So since we got aliens with gaslighting, I definitely feel like the story that we're being told by the parents is a form of gaslighting. If you remember, I don't know, I did bring up how the mother, Candace, is constantly defending herself, whether she needs to or not. It's making her look suspicious. And look, the third card that came out here was friend, and there's a handshake. So it's like some kind of deal between two people was taking place. So yeah, let's see what else comes out. I was asking what's up with this friend, and we got top secret, classified. So, a person, when I saw the word classified, the friend could definitely be someone who was, you know, especially with this witness and meeting card, there was I'm definitely feeling vibes that there was some kind of secret agreement that took place between people, right? All right. So what else can you tell us? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Well, there was only one that flipped over. I ended up dropping a bunch, but the one that flipped was rope. So I'm wondering if at some point Summer might have been tied up by a rope. I also feel like it's possible that they're giving these people enough rope to hang themselves, if you know what I mean, when it comes to the investigation. All right, let's see what else we get. That was 5. Okay. We got neighborhood, down the rabbit hole. So I definitely feel like there is a little rabbit hole to go down when it comes to, is it Rogersville, Tennessee? Yeah, I believe it's Rogersville. Because as we've talked about in a previous reading, there was another little girl who went missing from here named Carly Trent. And some people wonder if those are somehow related, right? We also got assault. So it could be that some type of assault has taken place as well. And we also got bones and strategy. So I wonder if there was already a strategy taking place on what to do with Summer if something was to happen to her, right? Because of this that was going on. There's definitely a rabbit hole that could be followed in the neighborhood, if that makes sense. Okay? And there may have already been a strategy, meaning like a plan of action in case something happens. But we got bones. And in the image, the bones are like in the dirt. And I do feel, unfortunately, like if something had happened to her where she had passed away and was buried, that at this point, 3 years later, she is just going to be bones. We're going to find her as bones if someone did something to her 3 years ago. All right, Summer, what else do you have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 again. Okay. We did get this card, unfortunately. Okay, you guys. The next card that was in that pile of 5 was market manipulation. This is what I see as when the information is being manipulated and put out into the market, which is us. So we're only given a certain part of the story, right? We also got the prophecy card next. And we got world leader and corrupt politician. Okay, so this could actually be referring to an actual world leader, but I also see that this could be more of a community leader, someone rather than world leader, right? It could just be a leader within that community. And with corrupt politician, I see that could also be within like the law enforcement, the local law enforcement as well. So these could either be large scale or more zoomed in to the area of Rogersville, Tennessee, or even just the state of Tennessee itself. I did do a reading about the state of Tennessee, and it seemed that there is a lot of corruption taking place within possibly the law enforcement to cover up these types of things taking place. And with prophecy, I almost feel like that was saying, yes, what you've already said about this, right? But yeah, we got these 2 cards as well, following those bones. So it's not looking bright when it comes to an outcome in Summer's case. Okay. A bunch flipped over. Way too many. But these 2 were upright. We got kidnapped and murder for hire. I'm going to keep these out. The whole time that Summer's been missing, her father has been saying she was kidnapped. She was taken. But then we got the murder for hire card. Oh, wow. Okay, so we got this one. And this one. There is a missing puzzle piece here. And then there's also rebellion. So I kind of see the mother as a rebellion energy. Because she's always being too defensive. She's rebelling against... Instead of trying to help find her daughter, it's almost like she's rebelling against the questioning and against helping others to find her daughter, right? And with the perversion and the missing puzzle piece card coming out, I think there is a missing piece about what was going on in the time leading up to her disappearance, because we got all of these other indicators of something definitely was taking place here leading up to her disappearance, okay? And remember, there was a plan in place in case something happened to her. Possibly through something that had just been taking place on a more regular basis as a form of rebellion from the parent. All right, Summer, is there anything else you want to add to this? Ooh. There's too many. Yeah, so we did get the unseen danger card in the last reading for Summer with, I think it was a mail card. This time it says private property, unseen danger. So again, this is pointing towards, especially with the stalker, the kidnapped card, and all these other cards, it's possible that someone was hiding and waiting for their opportunity to snatch her up. Even if this was something that was like a meeting, something top secret between friends, right? Even if it was something planned, I do feel like there was maybe an unknown time and place of it occurring, right? So I do feel as though someone was definitely hiding and waiting for the opportunity to come through. Remember, we got the neighborhood and rabbit hole cards as well. That's very strange. Okay, now we have life insurance. I don't know if anyone had a life insurance policy. At this point, she's not officially been, deemed as unalive, but there is a certain time limitation for missing people. And I believe that if there is a life insurance policy, it could probably be cashed out in the next couple of years. So we'll find out if anyone has that. Okay, so, oh my gosh. We got the outer space and the cleanup card. So I do feel like I do honestly feel like if Summer is to be found, it's going to be somewhere outside of where we're looking, outside of the regular orbit of things. And that came out with this. So it's definitely a cleanup. This definitely with this card as well as this card coming out with the missing piece. All right. We also got kidnapped. We got the JE card. We got down the rabbit hole. We got assault. All right. There's definitely something strange going on when it comes to this child and what she possibly went through in her short years within this family. Okay. I think we pretty much have what we need for this reading because I was really focused on that for sale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That was too many. We need to try one more time for a final message, Summer. Okay, so we got travel, fraud, and war and burial. interesting that we got the burial card, because I was already talking about her bones possibly being found somewhere in the earth. I feel like with this war card, that there was some type of argument that took place, maybe between the family members. But with that travel card, I feel like it could be confirmation, possibly, that she will not be in the area. She'll be more in the outer space, outside of the space we've been looking, right? Or at least outside of what we think, or outside of what our thoughts are of what happened to her. And as I gazed at this fraud card and see this money being passed, I'm wondering if someone got a little cash as an incentive for Summer. Oh, no. Now I'm wondering if Summer was kidnapped or taken because of something that was owed to someone that was causing this type of war. That's why we have the fraud. Okay? And someone traveled in from some other place. Someone came in from outside the area, possibly to help in this cleanup. All right. I think that's all I'm going to take for now in this reading, you guys. So let's just run through it real quick. So we got that the victim, which is Summer, was stalked by the killer. We got that the killer is out of the area. We got killer may have an item belonging to the victim. Now, may or may not be a killer. It could just be a kidnapper or a stalker, right? Then we got witness along with meeting. So there was definitely a meeting between people. And I feel like all of this kind of boils down to low IQ, thinking that they could get away without people caring, even, is kind of what I'm getting from that as well, strangely. All right, we got the body double deep fake and the JE as well, where I felt like her hair being just cut off completely was kind of a way to make her easily missed, right? On the way out of town, let's say. Because if people are looking for a little girl with blonde hair, it'll be harder to identify her if people at first glance think that it's a little boy, right? And then obviously with the JE card, we all know what JE is all about. And it's about a certain type of traffic. All right. Okay, so we also got unseen danger, private property together. All right. And we got the murder for hire with the kidnapped as well. So someone who took her could be totally different than someone who did something more to her, possibly, right? Allegedly. We got neighborhood and down the rabbit hole as well as assault. So I'm wondering if in this area, it's a kind of a regular thing for things to be happening with children, right? We also got strategy and bones. So I do feel like if things go too far, there was always some type of plan in place what to do to cover that up. It's also possible that someone has a life insurance policy on her, but we don't know because there has been no body or discovery of Summer. Now remember, we also got microchip and Illuminati hub, so there's definitely like a secret group of people who have been keeping their eye on Summer, whether online or in whatever way. She definitely has that stalking energy around her. We got so many cards, not only in this reading regarding like that stalking energy, but also in the previous Summer Wells readings. We got the rebellion, along with perversion and the missing puzzle piece. So, yeah, I do feel like there was something going on, definitely, in this area regarding children. We also got these cards together with outer space. And this just made me feel like it's possible she is no longer in that area. But it could just be that it's so completely outside of what we thought happened to her, you know, that it's literally like being in outer space. All right, then we got the travel, which obviously is an indicator that, again, the killer is out of the area, the person who took her. We also got fraud, followed by war and burial. So this does make me wonder if there was something going on with money, possibly drugs, or even trafficking, that it was almost like creating some kind of secret war, and maybe Summer is kind of involved in that somehow. Now remember, we got prophecy along with the world leader and corrupt politician. I feel like things that have already been said, because of the prophecy card, things that have already been said regarding this, and the possible corruption in the community. It doesn't have to be world leaders or world politicians, but it could just be within the community in Tennessee, right? And we also got these cards. It's possible that we have more information about what could have possibly happened to Summer, but it's just being withheld at this time. All right. Remember, we also got top secret and friend, and we got aliens and gaslighting. So again, with the market manipulation, we also get the gaslighting next to aliens, which is the same idea. We're being told only what they, whoever has the information, want us to be told. So we only know what they want us to know regarding the disappearance of Summer Wells. And I'm definitely leaning more and more towards there was something nefarious going on, some kind of, meeting between people that eventually led to where we are now with the missing little girl for 3 years. So, all right, Summer, that's what we have for today's reading. So now it's time to send little Summer Wells back to the energy from where she came. So, Summer Wells, thank you so much for being here and for giving us more insight into what happened to you when you disappeared from your home. And now I ask that you go back to the energy from where you came, and I'm going to now blow out this candle, and I will no longer be a channel for your energy to come through. So thank you, thank you, thank you.